Body bags where horror lies.
Welcome back to Body Bags. This is week number 375. This is a random week. I'll be your host, Jason from Horrific Nightmares. And this week, we're going to be taking a look at the Cropsey Incident. Now, the Cropsey Incident is a 2017 film, which runs approximately 86 minutes, and it is written and directed by Julian Grant. Now, he was responsible for Finding Hope, Sweet Leaf, and Fall Away. Now, this stars Terry Bell as Diego Foster. He was in Summerland, Day One, and Lost Girl. Jessica Caruso as Nina Vasquez. She was in Divergent, where she had a bit part, and Soul Eater. Brandon Galatz is Larry. He was in I Am Still Here, Literally, and Mind Over Mindy. And Hannah Phelps as Linda. She was in Canvas, Boot the Pigeon, and Pagan Holidays. Now, this has a kind of an interesting premise to it. It's going to take a little bit for me to explain. Now, this is a found footage film which originally turns up in the hands of the police. So it says that in the beginning, that this is a found footage of whatever happened in the woods on whatever night, blah, 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 blah. And then what you're seeing is the footage that was put together from this person's, I believe it was a YouTube channel. Excuse me. And from there, it's propaganda for this group of people called HATE. And HATE stands for Humans Against Tyrannies Everywhere. Now, HATE is made up of 4 people. You have Nina, Larry, Diego, and Linda. Now, Nina is Pink Violence, and she wears a pink mask on her face. Larry is Yellow Bastard. You can take a guess what mask he wears. Linda is Blue Riot, and Diego is Agent Orange. And these, of course, are people who want to stop racism. It kind of has the feel of today, as a matter of fact, but with one very annoying pattern to what they do. They want to become famous on YouTube and be able to thwart something. So there's a bunch of kids that go missing, and they start blaming Cropsey. This Cropsey person, blah, 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 blah. So being able to find Cropsey in the woods is a long shot, and they're completely aware of this. So what are they going to do? They're going to frame some guy who's living in the woods that he's Cropsey, and they're going to basically bring him to justice. Meanwhile, all this is done on found footage. They start installing cameras around in the area. But then something happens that they're not counting on. A mass killer is in the woods, and he is going to pick everyone off one by one. They do find some remnants of satanic rituals, which plays into their hype of this whole Cropsey thing. Some of it's planted by them, some of it's not. So when this Cropsey character does end up turning up in the film, it's not a huge surprise. Now, what did I think of this film? This is a Wild Eye movie. Brad and I, of course, Brad, who used to be on the channel, are very big in Wild Eye. I love their company. I'll put their links down in the description box. They are definitely where it's at with independent horror. This was not one of my favorites. Now, I didn't get this from Wild Eye. I actually bought this one, or I got it from a friend or something like that. And this one, it was kind of a miss for me. I did, to be honest with you, this is the second time I watched it. And I liked it better the second time more than I did the first time. But it's still not one of my favorites. I mean, the cover is what basically drew me in. Anybody with a burlap sack on his face or something like that is definitely going to be me all day. And it does play out like a slasher, except for a found footage slasher. I thought the end was okay. There was a bit of a twist, like in most horror movies, and the twist was okay. You know, it wasn't bad. All in all, do I recommend this one? If you don't mind found footage, because I know a lot of people don't like that style of filmmaking, I would avoid this one. If you don't like low budget, I would avoid this one. But if you're not opposed to low budget and found footage and watching something that's, I mean, it's okay. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Definitely not the best. But, you know, give this one a shot. You might like it. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.